Hello, this is Byron Jackson and
Mark Ivy.
And welcome to the most exciting podcast you will ever listen to because it is called We Are Not Prepared.
Oh, I thought it was the Not Being Prepared podcast.
Okay, it's called the Not Being Prepared. I am so unprepared. I'm not even prepared for our title.
We're off to a bang.
We are to a bang. Don't worry there. I'm scaring the blind man. So not being
black man. Oh no, me. Yeah, I'm blind.
Oh yeah, I'm blind.
Yeah. Wait.
Did you ever see the Richard Pryor movie See No Evil?
No. No.
Oh man, well, so one guy is deaf and one guy is blind. So Richard Pryor. So neither of them are in real life, and they end up being together.
Yeah.
And they witness like a murder. And so when they first meet each other, the guy goes, "What are you, blind or something?" And he goes, "Yeah." "What are you, deaf?"
So together they are Helen Keller.
Yes. It was a comedy. It would never be done now.
Yeah.
So not being prepared. Our goal here is mainly to entertain you, to show you our wonderful personalities. And actually, we'd like to think about how do you live in the moment? And the way that we do that is we are not being prepared.
Not being prepared.
We're not being prepared. So, first of all, Mark, tell us a little about yourself. That's enough. No, tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah, I was going to get one word in.
Okay.
I am a husband. I'm a dad. I have a child. I am blind. And I am always unprepared.
All right. So ask me.
Tell me about yourself, Byron.
Okay. I'm a dad. I'm a granddad. And I'm a great-granddad. And so with all those children and grandchildren, you could see that I am totally not prepared.
I thought you were going to say really, really old.
And I am, I guess if we're going to do something unique physically, I am black. As the young people say, African-American, but
What do you prefer?
I prefer black.
All right.
Just because on my birth certificate, I'm listed as colored.
Well, I won't say that. I feel like you're trying to get me in trouble.
No, I'm telling you, this is
Okay.
seriously on my birth certificate. It's under race. It says colored. And then
Are they still doing that these days?
No, that was in 52.
Okay.
And so then we switched to being Negroes when I was a little kid. And then in the 60s, the Black Power movement came out and people were saying, be proud of being black. And so I feel like it was a great honor to reach that point where I was proud of my blackness. Then suddenly, new kids on the block started going, well, we're African Americans. And so I have rejected that just because we fought so hard, I feel, to be able to call ourselves black.
Interesting. So, okay. So is Black Lives Matter kind of the new Black Power movement? Do you get behind, is that kind of the same?
They do say black, though. They don't say African American matters.
Which, by the way, I'm totally on board with BLM. But it took me a little bit. Now, before you cancel me, let me explain. Let me finish! You know, my people, the blinds, were saying that for centuries. Blind Lives Matter, BLM. So we were a little bitter that, they now own that. But
really, so they took that term
from us, which
I did not know that.
Well, I just made it up right now, but it could be. You know? Maybe.
You had that prepared, didn't you?
We're unprepared.
I thought, but that part, that was pretty good.
Well, I always say blind lives matter because, we do. And some people think we don't. And I just want to remind people. And then everyone thinks I'm being funny. But, life's not always a joke. And sometimes I don't want to be funny. I just want to get a point across. But it's hard because people think I'm always joking,
Yes.
But blind lives do matter,
Blind lives. No, I think that makes a lot of sense there. So thank you.
All right.
And what were we talking about? Oh, we were asking each other questions. This is the Unprepared show.
Yeah, but that was super. I can't believe your birth certificate says colored.
Yeah. It's I'll show you sometime.
Hold on. So did that? I know we're of course getting off screen. Did that offend you? At what age? So that was 52.
I didn't.
You're born in 52.
Yes, I didn't even notice that until I was in my 50s.
Really?
And I had to get a new birth certificate, and I was looking it over. I was trying to see what time I was born, and then I noticed under race it said colored.
What did you think? What was your first? Were you mad?
No,
you weren't.
No.
Baffled, maybe.
I just thought it was ironic and funny, and so I guess my philosophy is always to attack with love.
I love that.
And so I try not to be angry. I was a very angry young person. And the only person that it seemed to destroy was myself.
Why were you angry?
I think I had a great victim's mentality. That things were being done to me because by everybody, because of my school and my parents and blah 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 blah, and so it ended up almost destroying me. And so I have tried to switch that to actually attacking things with love. And it's hard. I had, I was going to get air in my tire the other day. So I was driving right up to the air pump, and this guy in a truck just drives right in front of me, pulls in, and starts getting air. And so
this guy's a real jerk.
Well, see, I went there first in my head, and then I have to remember that I'm trying to practice attack with love. And so I just sit back and waved him on, although he was already there.
What I would do, Byron, to wait to fill my tire up. In my car, I can't drive. What are you doing here?
You said what? You would wait?
Yeah, I can't drive. I'm blind.
Well,
I'm saying boo-hoo.
That's true. So waiting is, I'm sorry.
God, that must have just been, how did you even get through the day? My goodness. No, I'm kidding.
Well, so do you with blindness?
I'm angry. It's, man, I didn't know we're getting into this quick. I do a very good job, and this kind of makes me seem like a sick individual, but to the outside world, the people that are not in my home or in my family would probably not ever think that I was an angry person. So I attack this again. This is kind of sick, but I will admit it. I attack with love to the outside world, and I do not do it nearly as much or well within my loved one's circle.
I think could be true of all of us.
But yeah,
now, how old were you when you went blind?
I was diagnosed when I was like 14 with retinitis pigmentosa, which they just told me your vision, you're going to stop seeing at night, and then your peripheral vision's going to start closing at some point in life. And so they say some point, because you don't really know how fast it's going to go. Like my younger brother is blind, and he's more blind than I am. He's never driven. He's never really had a sighted life. And then my dad still drives a little bit. And so like for me, it really hit my junior year of high school. Stopped playing baseball. 22, stopped driving. 27, start using a cane. But each step of that, you're just pissed.
Yeah.
And I know, like, you could share stories with me growing up that would humble anything that I think I've gone through, but everyone has their thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm very aware of that. So I don't ever want to be like thinking it's a sob story or whatever. But blindness makes me very angry, and it's a constant daily battle to not jump on that train. It almost feels like there's alcoholism that runs my family. And I know what a daily battle, and I know you can speak on this too, but like the daily battle of addiction, it almost feels like that is me with anger. Huh. Like I have to get up and make sure, and I'm not saying every morning I wake up just, but it's there. And if you don't watch it, it can ruin your day. And then that can just start a domino effect of, no one wants to be around an angry person. And I hate being like, that's another thing. It goes against every fiber in my being to be angry, because like to a fault, I want to make people laugh. Right. And I think a lot of that too is me overcompensating with, not trying to be angry sometimes.
You know what that makes me think of you? You have to respond to that. That was a question.
What it makes me think of me?
What it makes me think of you.
Personally. I don't know. A spoiled, blind little white boy?
Quite the opposite. It actually makes me think you're a very courageous person. And it's one of the reasons that I really like you, is because...
Why do we hit it off?
Well, I think just you...
My wife asked me that.
I think what you just said, that you get up every morning and you try and overcome, and you bring your best face forward to the world, even though you don't feel like it.
But there's people that do that there's almost, you could ask anyone that, and I guarantee you there's something in their life that they have to do something of the same nature every morning, whether, I don't care what it is.
No, I find people that complain and kind of are victimized by life, and you don't do that.
Maybe I'll start. I'll end this podcast right now.
We'll call it the Whiny Baby Podcast. Just complain about whatever's happening in your life. It's true. But I do think we have a choice on the perception of, I think we create our own heaven and hell. And so we could both go through the same situation. And for one of us, it can be complete heaven. And for the other of us, it can be complete hell. And so you have chosen the path that you try to make your life as much heaven as you can. Would you agree?
Yes. Yes. With a grain of salt. Because
okay.
I just, sometimes I feel like I know. So here's the weird thing. Like, I know that you know me, like, better than some of my friends might know me, that I've grown up with my entire life. And sometimes it scares me.
It does?
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
I don't mean to scare you.
No, not in a bad, like in a, I'm scared because like, I'm like, God, well, he knows what Mark's up to. He knows my demons I'm battling. I truly feel that way, but it's also a reason why I love you.
But you have to remember that. I try and attack with love.
Yeah.
So what I see of you is I actually see your courageousness.
But you also ask me questions that make me have to give real answers.
Well, yeah.
And that scares me.
That's why we have the Not Prepared show.
I don't like showing feelings, Byron.
You don't?
No.
Oh, okay.
Feelings scare me. But you make me talk about them.
Yeah.
Like, screw you for just making me talk for the last 7 minutes about this. It's one part of the plan, buddy boy.
Well, you could do the same with me.
Okay.
Whenever you like. I mean, I want to be as transparent. And if we have guests, do we want to have guests on this show?
Yeah.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Then we could ask them questions about their feelings.
Right. Or like serious medical questions. We can give them our advice on that.
Our science. We should give them science.
Yeah.
Science expertise. Well, on our next show, we wanted to go over streets, didn't we?
Thought it was vaccines.
Okay, we're going to go over vaccines.
Oh, no. We'll start with streets.
Start with street. We don't know. We're not going to be, whatever it is, let's make a vow. Hold up your pinky finger.
Raise your pinky finger to the
finger. You can't see this, but we have our pinky fingers up. We're making a vow not to be prepared. Do we make this vow?
Yes. What do we do? Kiss?
Should we French kiss?
Or we touch our pinky? All right. There you go.
There's a go. This is Byron Jackson.
Mark Ivy.
Thank you for Not Prepared.
Thank you for listening to We're not so much prepared podcast. Unprepared. We'll get it.
We'll get it. We're not. We will not prepare for this. See you, Mark.
See you, buddy.